It's Dr. Shankopotamus again. I'm going to show you how to fix a leaky Delta faucet. And this applies to the Delta 1300 and 1400 series faucets. Okay. If you look underneath, there's a little number you can tell which series it is. This one I think is a 1400 series. A couple of things you're going to need when you get just a slow steady leak in them. And right there is what you need. That's your replacement cartridge. What is that? That's RP19804. The way to get this, don't go online and pay good money for it. If you've got these Delta faucets already installed in your house, you call Delta. Call the 1-800-DELTA number, and I'll see if I can find it and put it on the website. And they're great. They'll send you out one of these bad boys right here for free. As long as you're the owner of the house, the owner of the faucet, it's leaking. I've replaced a couple of these in my house. I've been living here for quite a long time. Why replace it? I know it's an old school faucet, but why replace the faucet when they'll give you a free piece? So that's the first thing you need. You need your replacement cartridge that's going in your faucet. A couple of things that you're going to have. You're going to need a good size wrench here. I just got a channel lock. Opens up pretty big. Screwdriver. Okay, this one flips over to where I've got a flat head and a Phillips head there, and some kind of a little bit of grease of some sort there, whatever you got. Okay, silicone grease, something, anything that says it's safe for the O-rings. You want to put just a little bit on the back of the O-rings before you put them back in. The other thing you're probably going to need, get through any job. There you go, a little bit of homebrew. Right there it is. So, in my videos I show you how to do the homebrew too. So you can see the homebrew video, make the brew, then you can come do repairs. The trick is though, not drinking too much homebrew while you're doing your repairs, because then your repairs don't work out so well. You got to time it, you got to space it out right, got to do it right. So the first thing we got to do with this faucet is there's a little cap on the end. This right here. We're going to get behind this with a screwdriver, pop this cap off. There's a screw down inside. Here's the on-off switch for the water. Somewhere in your house you should have a water switch like this. You can turn your main water supply to the house on and off from inside. You may not have that. If you don't have an inside switch, you're going to have to cut it off at the street before you start work. But pretty simple. Right there, and all of our water's off. Alright. So once we've got our cap off, there you go. There's a Phillips head screw right here on the end. You just get this guy off. I said we just get it off. The right side Phillips head on. A little bit bigger, that'll probably work. Wow. That boy's tight. He didn't want to come off there, but he did. Another thing before you start pulling off screws, close your drain. Alright? Always close your drain in the bottom. Then this bad boy should come right off. I say should. There you go. And there's your piece. That's one of the old school pieces. You'll see the new one looks just a little bit different. So here's our new piece that's out here, and you can see a little bit different redesigned style. The way that it has a stop, and then this end is a little different. Everything should fit back in there the same though. So I've done several of these. This is the first time I've done this one, but once I get it out I hope this fits in there. It's pretty easy to do this. Once you've got that off, this piece just comes right out. See that? That just pulls right off. You got an O-ring back here in the back. It's one of the O-rings I usually go through and put a little bit of grease onto it so it'll slide real well. Check, make sure it's not flattened out, it's not torn, that it's still in good shape. Alright, if you're in good shape, just leave the one you got. Looks like you got a tear in or cracks in it, little chunks out of your O-ring. It's very easy to get a replacement O-ring just about anywhere. Any kind of hardware store is going to have them. This little outer housing right here, this just screws off. You might be able to do it with your hand, probably not. Yeah. Let's get all of it with your wrench. It's a little bit bigger. That one's not going to come. Dadgummit. So another tool, looks like we're going to need for this one, get yourself something that's, there's a couple of different ones out there. Alright, get in there and just open this thing up. Just have to get a little bit down in here. Let it soak into there for a while, and we'll come back at it. Alright, so after spraying it down, I loosened it up with the wrench, and now, you can see there it comes right off. So that thing was corroded and stuck. One thing, you have to be careful torquing this too much, okay, because you've got pipes back there behind the wall. You torque it over, depends on how well it's attached, you can actually bend your pipes back there, so you got to be careful. But it should come off. All of them I've done before came off easier than this one, but if yours is stuck and a little corroded, get on anything like this, that'll loosen it up for you. Once you've got that off, very straightforward. You just want to get this, like this old school one comes apart here. Start to get this out. Now, depending on your faucet and shower setup, you may have some water back in here that's going to want to come out. Let that come on out first. I've got a faucet on this one, so the extra water's coming out the faucet. It may come out the front here right at you, right in your face. You're just going to have to work it loose, and just use a screwdriver in here to work it on out. Once you get the O-rings clear, it will usually come on out. And there we go. So that's one of the old school ones. A little bit different than the new design. Just going to wipe this out in here. Make sure you got a clean enough edge that your O-rings are going to be able to make a seal. Okay. Step back here and get the grease. A little bit of grease around this O-ring. Make sure he stays in good shape. A little bit of grease onto our O-rings on this one. Right around here. Try not to drop it while you're doing it, but get right around here. Then onto these guys right here. Alright. And you're ready. You're going to see in this, you got some notches on the sides here. Okay. Notches on here. Alright. The other thing too, you're going to see on here, it says hot, colder. It says hot side. You look up real close to it. You want that on, you look at your plate back here. We got hot over here. This is your hot coming in, or should be coming in. If it doesn't work, then the plumber hooked your things up backwards. But you just have to kind of work it on in. Get the little pieces in the back, the two little ones in the back lined up. Let me show you. See these? The thing is, this can spin inside of here. You see that? See how that can actually turn and spin? So you may have to What I try to do is line those guys up first, get them going in, and then, okay, they don't want to line up. Line these guys up. First back in there. There we go. Once you get them lined up, pops right down. Reinstall is just the reverse of what you just did. Sorry, I almost forgot my cap here. The one that was so much trouble to get off. Get this back on. Screw it down. Tighten it up just a little. Doesn't need all the tightening that we had before. Corrosion and everything in there. Slide your cap right back on here. There we go. Alrighty. Fit this on here. We're gonna screw this little bad boy down. Right there. Whoop. Throwing stuff all over the place. Get your cap back in. You might have to tap it a little bit. Maybe a lot. There. And it's in. Use something a little bit soft like the end of this. Hit it with a hammer, you may break it. But we're in. We'll go turn the water back on in the house and we should be done. Alright, once you get your faucet all the way in, or your new cartridge all the way in, these new cartridges have an adjustment on them. Let me show you right here. If you turn it on and your water isn't coming out hot enough, you're not getting completely to your hot water, you take this little disc off the top, okay? This is your adjuster for your stop point. And you see it's got little ridges on it there that fit inside. So you can rotate it around to wherever your stop point needs to be. Mine was over here, that's where it started. You can see there's a little notch. I guess they consider that standard. Well, in order to get my hot water to really come out the way I wanted to, I had to rotate it over to there. That moves your stop point around a little bit and make sure that you're getting all the way to your hot water. And you can just check it. Grab and hold that right there, just rotating. Okay. And check the temperature, what's coming out. If that's just straight up hot water, then you're good. And that's pretty much straight up about as hot as it gets. And that's how you do it. You just adjust. Use this ring to adjust it. Get it set where you want it for your hot water. And just turn it off like that. Alright. It's like the first one I put in earlier. Stuck it in, turned it on, did fine. This one, stuck it in, turned it on, it didn't quite get completely hot. If that's the case, adjust this stop point until you get to the right stop point for your faucet. Alright, and thanks for watching.